Happy May the 4th, Star Wars fans. Did you know the scene in Obi-Wan's hut in A New Hope was drastically changed in the edit? In the final cut, we begin with Luke questioning Obi-Wan about him fighting in the Clone Wars and Obi-Wan reminiscing about Anakin, before moving on to presenting Luke with his father's lightsaber. He then reveals to Luke that Darth Vader, allegedly, killed Anakin. Before they go and sit and watch Leia's hologram message, and then Obi-Wan attempts to persuade Luke to accompany him to Alderaan. However, this is not the way that the scene was actually filmed, and this is evidenced primarily by the novelization for A New Hope. In the order of filming, we actually begin with the characters looking at Leia's hologram message. She mentions the Clone Wars in said message, and then Luke questions Obi-Wan about him fighting in the war, which naturally proceeds into Obi-Wan talking about Anakin.
Years ago, you served my father in the Clone Wars.
You fought in the Clone Wars?
I was once a Jedi Knight, the same as your father.
No, my father didn't fight in the wars. He was a navigator on a spice freighter.
That's what your uncle told you.
3PO shuts himself down, and Obi-Wan goes and retrieves Anakin's lightsaber and presents it to Luke. Upon explaining the concept of the Force to Luke, he then uses that as a segue to convince him to come with him to Alderaan.
The Force is what gives the Jedi his power. You must learn the ways of the Force.
When you actually stitch the shots together in this sequence, it actually flows quite organically, and the sequence of events is further supported when you actually look at 3PO throughout the scene. In the final cut, he is inconsistent in what he is doing. After he allegedly shuts down, he becomes active once again. But if you reorder the shots in their original sequence, then he stays inactive after shutting down. Hope you've enjoyed this little bit of trivia, and happy Star Wars Day once again. See you all next time.